This week I said goodbye to like 600 subscribers and lost all of them in like one day. And here's what happened. So if you're new here, I do a video like this every single Friday where I go over the content of my premium newsletter and how I grew to 19,000 subscribers and I think 70,000 Instagram followers now. This is like my third or fourth month in business, and I've learned so much, and I'm just sharing all of these learnings in my premium newsletter, which you can subscribe to, link in the description below, and here on my YouTube. The premium newsletter is paid for, but you can get the text version and see all the templates and the visuals and pie charts and stuff, whereas this video version is only just me talking to the camera from bed. So let's dive into the email this week. I learned so much, but it felt like I accomplished nothing. Today was just like one of those unproductive weeks, and I think some weeks will be like that. I was feeling a little bit unmotivated, but I'm planning to get more clarity on my business goals this weekend. So a summary of today's email, I'm going to explain why I said goodbye to all of my subscribers. I'm going to share the learnings from the other masterclass I hosted, and I think I made like $100 or $200 from that, but I split the revenue with somebody else, and some other miscellaneous learnings I learned this week and am going to share with you. So first, why I said goodbye to all of my subscribers. It is, well, not all of them, 600 of them. It's part of my re-engagement campaign. So that's basically just an email checking in to see if somebody has not opened my emails in a while. And why check in? Well, two reasons. Number one, to re-engage the subscribers so they open more of my emails. And then number two, to give the subscriber a notice that you'll be removing them from your email list unless they click a link in the email. Because that'll help both them and you, because it helps them keep their inbox clean if they don't want your emails. But it also helps you keep your open rates and your email list healthy. And I linked a few examples of re-engagement campaigns and shared the example of what I did, including some mistakes I made. And all of those visuals and links are in the premium email. So if you want access to them, please subscribe to premium. The link is in the description. Okay, the next section is about stuff I learned from the masterclass, and I basically made a few $100 completely unplanned because somebody reached out to me wanting to interview me, and I was like, the insights from this interview can reach a lot more people and help a lot more people, and it's an opportunity to hear more from my audience and hear the questions that they might have, but also make money. So I experimented with the pricing because the last masterclass I hosted was $29, and then after that tier sold out, we sold it for $99. But this time I kind of went in between. I charged $49, but the masterclass content was similar to the last one, and I felt like I didn't push it as hard and promote it as hard, so the sales were just okay. We sold 60%, so instead of 10 it was 6. And after the masterclass, I realized I didn't even know that I knew so much until people started asking me questions and I started answering and like sharing my screen with all the resources. So some key insights about how I hosted this masterclass was, number one, I asked people what questions they have ahead of time so I could plan the content and the questions that I would answer, because it helped me bring the most value to the audience. Number two, have clear next steps for attendees. And what I mean by that is like, it's not just attendees, it's like anybody you interact with in your audience. So, after they subscribe to your email, what do you want them to do? Like take a survey so you can understand them more. Or like after you send them the first welcome email, you want them to reply to you. So that moves your email from the promotions folder to the primary folder. And it also helps you learn a bit more about them and how you can bring them more value. For the masterclass, the next step was to take a feedback form, and then they can win a one-on-one consultation with me, like a free one. Excuse me. And then the third thing I learned was always see opportunities for monetizing, because like I said, this person on Twitter wanted to interview me about my online growth and monetization secrets, but then that person ended up with almost $100 because I wanted to turn it into a paid live masterclass webinar. And everybody who tuned in live actually helped a lot more with just making sure I answer the questions that most people wanted to know. Okay, now moving on to the other learnings. I actually created a new portfolio and resume for contract work because somebody reached out to me on Instagram asking, and we hopped on a meeting and they asked for my portfolio and resume. So I made one and I'm pretty proud of it, but I'm always open to feedback. So the link to that is in my premium newsletter. Number two, I think knowing that DM automation metrics is very important because there was one post that I made that had like hundreds of comments, but the actual click-through rate on the link that I sent in the DMs was like 35.9%, which is not that high. So it helped me realize that I should send automated follow-up DMs to people to be like, hey, how did this go? Like, remember to click this link, and like, are you still interested in this resource? Number three, I found this cool resource on Twitter that I learned about funnels from and how to optimize each part of your funnel and grow in specific channels. So that was interesting, and I linked that in my premium newsletter. So subscribe to premium, link in description. Four, I realized I needed to come up with a high ticket offer because I actually hopped on a call with someone from Twitter, and that's what they advised, because right now it's just like low ticket, not even mid-tier. It's like very low ticket, and high ticket I'm talking like thousands of dollars. So I need to like strategize all that this weekend, and I've of course share learnings in next Friday's newsletter. Okay, the next thing that I learned was I finally set up my domain. So the website is now vegantechnomad.com instead of vegantechnomad.beehive.com, which is just so long. I really struggled because I used Bluehost for the domain, but I swapped to Namecheap and just paid for it. And it's been so much easier. The next thing is, if you want me to roast your landing page, because a lot of the people on my Twitter are like startup founders or they're building something. So if you want me to roast your landing page, drop a link and reply to my tweet. I'll put the link in the description below. But I have been looking at people's messaging, the social proof, and the call to action, and it's been pretty fun. I'm thinking of going into more like roasting or like growth consulting in the future, and that's what my portfolio and resume was for. So let me know if you want some free advice. It won't be free for much longer. Okay, so the next learning was lead scoring. So it helps you figure out who's more engaged with your content and who has bought from you. So I currently don't do it, but I'm trying to figure out a way to easily set that up with Beehive. I don't think Beehive is really made for it, but I'm gonna figure it out and I will share learnings with you guys because it helps you, because it can make you like, you can make more customized emails and send it to people and then like get more conversions. Okay, the last one is I've been experimenting with sending more frequent emails, so like twice a week for the free tier. So instead of just sending one on Monday and then one on Friday for the premium emails, I'm sending on Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday is the premium one. But I might change this in April, so it's just like an experiment, so I will see what happens. The next thing is a shout out to this website called Get Link in Chat. So I usually use this app called ManyChat to automate all my DMs and comments, but that means I couldn't schedule my posts since I had to set up and turn on the DM automation. This new resource does it automatically using AI, so now I can schedule all my posts as long as I include the link and instructions in the caption of my post, which was super cool. The next thing was kind of like an ask for help. So if you are a creator, please reply yes if you're interested in a community of other creators, because I'm looking for people who have a decent sized following on social media, since I've been struggling to benchmark the rates that I've been giving sponsors because I'm always feeling like I'm undercharging. So I kind of need people to vibe check me and share their experiences. Okay, so that's all for today's email, and as always, if you have any feedback on the content shared, please let me know. Just comment on this video, and otherwise I will see you next week.